This is going to be a little driving tour of Algonquin Regional Park. It's part of Nova Parks. It's in Northern Virginia, Washington, D.C. region near the Potomac River. The right side you can see a very large 18-hole golf course that is very flat and easily walkable if you play golf and decide to walk. That is, there's not really like hills or anything like that. I've actually played golf there numerous times and walked it. It can get really hot outside, obviously, so I mean that could be an issue. But as for the way it's shaped in the ground and stuff, it's really flat. Algonquin is really nice because it's a very large green space. People come here and rent the picnic areas and picnic and everything, have like company parties. It also is on the Potomac River, has a water park. It's a great place to take your corgi or take your dog if you don't have a corgi and check it out. There are quite a few deer in the park. You see deer really frequently. So I think the water park at this point is shut down. It was open all summer. I could look on the website actually and find out. But the water park will be coming up on our left. And I'm not really going to cover too much of the water park, but I'll drive by it and take a look at it. So this little area is a one-way road, and basically the traffic only goes in and out of this area on this one road here, and then the other way you can only get into. This is the water park. There's also RV storage, but they don't take any new tenants in the RV storage when you see it, if you see it. There's a water park right there. It's actually pretty large. They have a lazy river and stuff. It's Volcano Park. There's RV storage back there. It's quite full, and from my understanding, Nova Parks is trying to get out of the business of storing RVs. The cabins that we're going to look at are to the left. We're not going to look at them at this point, but later on, like in one of the next videos, we'll look at them and they'll be to the left. This is where we're going to start out at in the next video. The right is one of the many picnic areas. This is one of the picnic areas. It's very easily accessible to the parking. You can just park and literally go up to it, but they are for rent. You have to pay to use those large areas. A couple times when I've been here, I've seen that YMCA has actually rented them out, and they've had YMCA summer camps where the kids like use that area like as a picnic area, and then they walk over to the water park that's conveniently located right over there. This is a golf course again in front of us, behind the trees, obviously. And the golf course continues on the right-hand side. The Potomac River across the grass on the left-hand side would be over there for reference. And we will drive up to the Potomac and take a look at it. So all that grass with the trees is the golf course. This area right here is the entrance to the boat dock area where you can launch your boat. The right is a huge grassy area. I'm not really sure what it's for. I've taken my dog over there and we ran around in circles. There's a large boat storage area on the right that you can't see where they have a lot of the boats sitting, and we'll explore that in another video when we walk the area. This is the boat ramp, and that is the Potomac River, and that would be Maryland over there once you step in the water. Virginia is very interesting in that the way the border works with Maryland, instead of the border being in the middle of the river, the border is actually on the shore. So when you're standing like on the sand, you're in Virginia. When you step into the water, you're in Maryland. Kind of different. The big grassy area to our right is also one of the areas with a lot of the picnic areas. Usually this place is really busy in the weekends and stuff, with people coming down and just relaxing and enjoying the green space. On the right you can see the golf course, or at least parts of it. The building coming up on the right is the clubhouse, and then the parking lot for the golf course. The golf course does rent golf carts also, if you don't feel like walking the whole entire golf course and you play golf here. When I have played here, I would describe this golf course as very flat and very large with some trees. The actual fairways don't seem like they're too packed together. There's, you know, a little bit of space between them and stuff. So it's a pretty nice public golf course. If you look ahead of us carefully, you'll see some deer on basically in the center of the camera between the trees. They are on the left side of the road. Just a couple of them just standing over there. They don't really get scared. I mean, you can almost drive up right next to them if they're on the road, and they don't even really move. They just stand there and stare at you. They're just sort of desensitized a little bit, I think, to all the people in this space. So this is one of the areas that I was talking about that's one-way access. So we're entering back to where we were, where I was explaining the stuff with the water park. On the right, that river down there that you can see is the Potomac. past this parking lot on the left, so directly in front of us along the Potomac is where their cottages are, if you want to call them cottages. They're like full-size houses. They're really quite large, and they have decks that oversee the Potomac. So we're gonna do the actual walk in the next video. But this is little Grace checking out the parking lot before we take off. I will put a map up so we can see where everything is. So once again, it's in the Washington D.C. region. It's near the corner of Route 7 and 28, and there is the Potomac River and the Algonkian Regional Park. And that is the area that we drove around. So in the next few videos, we will be walking around and checking it out. As you can see, even on Google Maps, it shows that Maryland, Virginia borders like on our border, in that when you step off the sand and into the water, you're actually in a different state. So that's the area that we're going to be in the next video.